Are you struggling with the error message that says your Angular component is not a known element? You're not alone. This is a common issue many developers face, and today we're going to unravel this mystery together. I totally get how frustrating it can be when you think you've done everything right, only to be met with an error message. It's like putting together a puzzle and realizing a piece is missing. But don't worry, we will solve this puzzle together. Let's dive into the specific situation. One user reached out saying they created a component called ContactsBox in their app module, but encountered an error when trying to use it in other modules. They received a message stating that ContactsBox is not a known element. Sound familiar? Let's explore this issue. So, what could be causing this error? It often happens when the component is not properly declared or exported in the module where you want to use it. We'll break down the steps to ensure your component is recognized across different modules. And stick around. I have a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid this issue in the future. You won't want to miss it. To resolve the issue with the ContactsBox component, the user should first ensure that the component is properly declared in the module where it is being used. This means checking the module file for the component that is trying to use ContactsBox. Next, the user needs to import the module that contains the ContactBox component into the module where they want to use it. This is crucial for making the component available. After importing, the user should also ensure that ContactBox component is included in the exports array of the app module. This allows other modules to access it. If the user is still encountering issues, they should check for any typos in the component selector used in the template. The selector must match exactly what is defined in the component. Lastly, if the user is using Angular elements or custom web components, they may need to add custom elements schema to the module schemas to suppress the error message. Fun fact, did you know that Angular was first released in 2010? It's come a long way since then, but some issues still feel like they belong to the early days. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user shared their experience with a similar issue in PHP Storm. They found that the problem was related to the Angular language service. They suggest checking the Angular language service version and refer to the IntelliJ support forum for a potential fix. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. This user suggests that if you're facing the component is not a known element error, it might be due to the structure of your modules. They found that the module containing the component needs to be imported into the parent module that actually uses it, rather than just the app module. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. An alternative solution to the error you're facing involves ensuring that your component is properly exported from its module. When using Angular modules, components and services are private by default. To make them accessible outside the module, you need to include them in the exports array. Now let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution suggests checking if your component is declared and exported in its module. Make sure to import that module where you want to use the component and verify the component's name in your HTML. Additionally, if you're using a routing module, ensure that the module containing your component is imported within that routing module. This is crucial to avoid the component is not a known element error. That's all on that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution from another user suggests checking your declarations in the app.module.ts file. They mention that if you're using a component like AppDatePicker in another component's template, both the parent component and the child component need to be declared in app.module.ts. Here's the tip I promised. Always keep your components organized and ensure proper imports and exports. This habit will save you from many headaches down the road. And there you have it. With these steps, your contacts box component should now be recognized across your modules. Remember, keeping your components organized is key. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.